Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. This is going to be a little bit of a discussion video about the upcoming WWE Monday Night Raw edition of February 24th, live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. The WWE needs to make this one of the biggest editions of Monday Night Raw of all time. They're hoping that everyone will go and download, everyone will go set up an account on the new WWE network. They're planning on having one of the biggest shows of all time that will lead you into wanting to go watch the post-Raw show, making you go and download and sign up and hopefully forget about your free 1-week trial so they can charge your card for the big $60 purchase the next Tuesday, I believe, is when they're going to actually do the charging and make that big money to make up for them giving away WrestleMania for free and move in the new direction of what will be the big income for the WWE. I know that they're going to be going out, they're going to be shopping that big TV deal, but honestly, you know, pay-per-view buys have been dying out for the past few years with streams and torrents and downloads becoming more and more popular, people uploading videos onto YouTube and Daily Motion with the full pay-per-views or full matches. If you're looking and you know what you're doing, you're able to find certain things and you don't have to buy those shows. Honestly, certain big shows you want to find out first, so you will buy those shows, but I honestly can't think of one person that honestly bought all 12 WWE pay-per-views last year. I don't think anybody goes out and goes bananas like this, but when they move into this new thing, you're looking at $120 from every wrestling household that does the network, and that's honestly a big boost, in income for those guys. They've already come out. They've already said that The Undertaker is going to return on this show. They've already said that Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart are going to be on this show. I'm guessing more than likely that, Triple H is going to bring the whole band back together with Shawn Michaels being there. Any big name of all time. But the one big name that I care about, honestly, that I want to see more than anybody. Look, Hulk Hogan is my favorite wrestler of all time. The Hulkamania and the red and yellow, bringing it back to WWE, letting him, put his career on ice in the one place that, it should have been. I mean, I'm glad he went to TNA. I'm glad he went out there and he tried to make a viable number 2 wrestling source, but it didn't work for 1,000 different reasons. And some people will blame Hogan, and that's fine. There's some people who blame Hogan for WCW's demise at all. But the one person I honestly want to see is Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I honestly, if I had to place a $100 bet, if Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be in Green Bay that night, to do one hell of a beer bash with him drinking beers in the ring with JBL or whatever the hell you think they would do at that time, I honestly don't think that Stone Cold's going to do it. I know that, everybody's been clamoring for Stone Cold Steve Austin to make a return on Monday Night Raw. He wasn't on the 20th anniversary. He wasn't on the 1,000th Raw. He hasn't made an appearance, as far as I can remember, since WrestleMania 27 when he special guest refereed the Cole and Lawler match with Jack Swagger out there, and he was given some stunners. Honestly, Stone Cold Steve Austin, he doesn't want to throw away the big appearance. He doesn't want to come out there and just be another guy. He's always going to want to be at the top of the card. When he said that, if he was going to come back for WrestleMania, he's not going to come back just to jerk the curtain. He's not going to come out just to be in some match that nobody cares about. He wants to be featured. He wants to, he wants to make money. And he wants to be remembered as, the guy who came back and, gave the business a big boost and really helped it out. Honestly, much like what The Rock did when he came back at 27, leading to 28 and 29. But I think that if Austin did come back, he would be not overshadowed, but it just would be like there was so much other stuff going out. Is that a cat? I don't know what the hell is going on outside that window, but I don't even want to know. But honestly, he would be overshadowed by so much other stuff that's going on out there. with The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan and this, that, and the other, that it honestly would take away from how big Stone Cold would be there. If you look at those, old school Raws or anything like that with everybody else that's on the card along with them, it's not like Stone Cold isn't as big a star as they are. It's just that, he needs to be the one moment that the glass breaks, comes out, and everybody just loses their shit. I'd love to see it. I just don't think we're going to see it. What do you guys think? If everybody had $100 in their wallet right now and they had to buckle up to the table and make a bet on this, if it was going to happen or not, where would you put your money on? Are you going to put your money on that he's going to show up because the network's launching and WWE wants to have the biggest show they can have? Or do you think that Austin's going to say that he wants to save his appearance for somewhere down the line? His last few appearances honestly haven't been the best, ground-shaking things, but then again, he's never taken a break as long as this. We're coming up on 3 years since his retirement. Can you really think of anything that's really been, that big? He guest hosted Raw one time before WrestleMania 26. I believe that was in LA, or maybe it was San Diego. He special guest refereed the match at WrestleMania 20 that went to shits. That he has regrets about by not helping out Goldberg and Lesnar by at least trying to hit the ropes and get the crowd just fired up and back into the match at all. He did the WrestleMania 27 match with Lawler, which I don't think that anybody was going to be able to save. Just nobody really wanted to see Cole wrestle. If you go back and watch it with a clear mind, honestly, I think it's a match that you can get something out of, but it's funny. I mean, it's funny, just nobody really wanted to pay $70 or however much your ticket cost in order to sit at the show. I think ours were like $170 or something like that. But I just wanted to see Swagger take that stunner. You knew it was going to happen. It's something to put on a Hall of Fame plaque one day. And good times. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm all hoping for you're going to be there. But I'm not 100% sure you are.